What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. Check it out. Marshall's bag still there, so we good to go. So today we're going to talk about the gaming industry and what it has given us for the current generation. So I was at work and I was talking with one of my coworkers, and he mentioned to me how he felt disappointed with this generation's games, right? And we're sitting there and we're talking, and we're trying to figure out, like, was it really that bad? Has this generation really been that bad? Has it only produced mediocre games, or has it actually produced great games that are going to be classics? Now, according to him, he doesn't believe so. He doesn't believe that any of the games of this generation can be considered classic, right? So I was thinking about it, and at the time I really didn't have anything I could say to him to prove him, right or wrong, right? But then, as I thought about it, I came to the realization that maybe I agree with him, and I feel that way, and I'm gonna just be frank about it because I'm old, because he's old. He's gonna say he's not old, but he's old. Okay. When I hop online and I'm playing with people and they read my gamer tag, Doc Dark 1985, they're like, "Oh my God, 1985, man, you are old," right? And to me, I just laugh, right? Because I don't think I'm old, but in the grand scheme of things, to the I guess the demographics, I guess I'm old. So it is what it is. But when it comes to gaming, we have experienced the evolution of, if you're around my age, we have experienced the evolution of when things were just 2D platformers, right, with 16-bit graphics, to the full 3D immersed universe. We were the ones that first got to experience open world games where you could literally, like, not follow a storyline and do whatever you want. Man, I remember when Grand Theft Auto 3 came out. I remember that game was ridiculous, and I was a Nintendo fan. What do you call it, Nintendo fanboy? Yeah, I was a Nintendo fan, so I wasn't getting near PlayStation. It was almost like wrestling. Like, you were either team Stone Cold Steve Austin or team whoever he was going against. The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H. Again, I'm dating myself because some of you guys don't even know who Stone Cold Steve Austin is. All you guys are all about the whatever that is. Not judging, not judging. Again, I'm old, so it's different. There's levels to this. It's different levels. When I used to watch wrestling, wrestling was real. Anyways, back to video games. That's what this channel's about. So our video games, we got to experience classics, right? So the generation right now that's playing on the PS4 or the Xbox One X, let me tell you first off, you guys are spoiled. Oh my God, you guys are spoiled. The fact that you can see across a map and see a tree and you know exactly that it's a tree, man, the detail to these games are ridiculous, and they're only getting better, right? They're only getting better. But as far as the game itself, and let's compare them, because he didn't even want to go that far back, right? So he acknowledges that, but we don't even have to go that far back. Let's compare this generation to last generation, to the PS3. Now, obviously, I don't own every single game for both consoles. And you know what? We'll talk about Nintendo, but we'll talk about Nintendo a little bit towards the end, because Nintendo's a special breed. Nintendo is a special breed. Okay, you better put some respect on Nintendo's name. All right, so let's talk about it. So we were going through games that we believe are classics, that are popular now till still, right? And this is one of them, Grand Theft Auto 5. Now, the issue with Grand Theft Auto 5 is that it actually came out for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So this is not, as much as we want it to be, this is not a current generation game. It's really not. It's a last generation game, because that's what it came out for. Okay, so Grand Theft Auto 5 goes out of it. Then I thought about, okay, what does Xbox got, right? And we got this, right? This trilogy here is a classic, right? But again, this came out for the Xbox 360. So it really doesn't count. Now, they did come out with Gears of War 4 for the Xbox One, right? And it's a good game. It's a great game, right? But it didn't do anything. It didn't do what Gears of War did. That's what I'm saying. It didn't do what Gears of War did. And Grand Theft Auto 5, the previous generation, did change what Grand Theft Auto 3 did, what Grand Theft Auto San Andreas did, what Grand Theft Auto 4 did. Like, it changed it. And then you have the Uncharted series, right, for the PS4. Those games, classic. It, amazing gameplay, gunplay, story was great. This came out, it was good, it was great. But is this gonna be a classic? I don't know. I don't know. Can it be a classic if it's a sequel? That's something else we gotta talk about. What do you consider? Can it be a classic if it's a sequel to something? Maybe not. And you'll see what I'm talking about when we get to Nintendo. And then we have this one, right? Horizon Zero Dawn for the PS4. I actually haven't played it yet. I've seen Pokadu play it. It looks pretty good. Okay. This a classic? It's got good reviews, but is this gonna be a classic? Is this something that we're gonna go back years from now and get back into and play? I don't know. We'll see. Spider-Man, another good game, right? Is this gonna be a classic? I don't know. We'll see. For Xbox, I'm trying to think of exclusive for Xbox. Halo Reach or Halo 5, right? Is that Halo 5, Halo Reach? Classic? I don't think so. Quantum Break. I don't think so. So again, that conversation that I had with my coworker is it's kind of accurate. I mean, when you look at it that way, here's where it changes. Okay, so this is where it changes, and this is what I want my coworker to see. Okay, games like Fortnite, as much as it's not. I don't dislike the game. I can't say I dislike the game when I really didn't. I've never really given that game a fair try. The game just doesn't entice me at all. The first time I ever played it and I shot at somebody and they build a wall, I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I mean, it's nice that games are faking up where you got to shoot somebody 50 times before you kill them. But the fact that I can shoot them 50 times, they still don't die, and now they build a wall or stairs to jump up, I'm done. I'm not doing it. Okay. So that game is just not for me. Okay. But I can't deny what that game has done. Okay. So on that game alone, arguably it has done more than any game of the previous generation. Let's not go, too far back because we're not gonna disrespect games like GoldenEye. You're not doing it. I don't care how old you are. If you don't know what GoldenEye is, you need to Google it. Okay, if you consider yourself a gamer and you don't know what GoldenEye is, you're not a gamer. Okay, so I'm just telling you that right now, that point blank. Dark 195 said it. That's it. You're disqualified. I don't care if you're freaking Ninja, Shroud, Dizzy. I don't care if you're getting paid to play video games. If you don't know what GoldenEye is, you are not a gamer. Point blank. Period. Right. So we're not gonna go that far back. We're not gonna disrespect that generation. Okay. But what was I saying? But the previous generation, PS3, Xbox 360, Nintendo Wii U. I guess that's still that generation, right? Yeah. Look, there's no game that did what Fortnite has done. Okay. And Fortnite across all platforms, outstanding, right? I don't even think there's a game from that generation that's doing what freaking Apex is doing. I mean, I don't I don't think so at all. I don't think it's doing it. Now maybe it helps that the games are free, right? So you got nothing to lose to download it. But again, I don't think that's being touched. So if we remove those two games and we just stick to AAA titles like single player experiences, if we stick to that, then yeah, last generation had Red Dead Redemption, and I don't know, you guys tell me what's better, the first one or the second one? had Grand Theft Auto 5, had The Last of Us, had Gears of War 1, 2, and 3, had Halo, was it Halo 2, Halo 3? I mean, come on, man. It had Assassin's Creed, it had Assassin's Creed 1, 2, 3. It had Assassin's Creed, the whole Ezio collection. Like, look, they're remastering these games. So yes, I agree. Last generation of games, when it came especially for single player, was way better than this generation of games. But again, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because we're an older crowd. If you're agreeing with me, you might be a little bit older. You might have gotten to play those games when they first came out. If you're somebody new and you play something like Horizon Zero Dawn, I'll tell you what, if you play something like Infamous, right? Infamous was amazing. I think it launched with the PS3, but Infamous when it came out was like, whoa. But if your first introduction to Infamous was Second Son, and then you play Infamous the first one, you might be like, what is this? We're like what is this? So again, it might be like I said, I spoke about wrestling. We can even talk about music as well. You know how we always saying, "Oh, my music is better than your music." I mean, I think it's pretty difficult to argue that my generation of hip hop is better than this generation of hip hop. I think the only thing this generation of hip hop has over my generation of hip hop is maybe they got better beats now. It's because they have to. These producers are working hard in the studio to make these rappers sound good. Dance with my dogs in the nighttime. Whatever, man. Back to the gaming though. So I don't know. Maybe my boy is right. Maybe this generation of console has been disappointed. And you know what? They're almost done. The new consoles are about to come out. Maybe we need classics. We need hits. I think that's what we need. We need classics. We need hits. Now, I said I was going to save Nintendo for last, so let's talk about Nintendo. Here's the deal with Nintendo. Nintendo has been using the same formula for years, and this is what I mean. Okay, Nintendo could have easily made this, right? But instead of making this, not exactly, but they'll make something like this, but they'll call it Zelda. And what that does is it triggers this little thing in your head called nostalgia for all of you that are my age. Okay. And once you get that nostalgia, you're like, okay, look at Super Mario Odyssey. You don't think they could have made a different character in that environment? Nintendo could have had many more different what do you call them, IPs or whatever, or different characters they could have made. But nah, they're not dumb. They're smart. This is Super Mario Odyssey. So just the nostalgia of playing with Mario and being able to do different things with Mario is like, whoa, that's crazy. Let's go ahead and do it. Pretty smart. Now, when you have a game like this, right? It's a little bit of the nostalgia as well, right? They're trying to bring that nostalgia back. Or games like The Lost Legacy, but they're still calling it Uncharted, right? The problem is right now for my generation, the nostalgic feeling of this is not that strong yet. Now, if you're someone that only grew up playing with the PS3 and yeah, with the PS3, then yeah, maybe freaking PS5 or PS6, PS7, when we're all digital cloud, they come up with another Uncharted and you see the name Uncharted. Man, that might bring you that nostalgic feeling and you'll be like, boom, I want to get it. Same thing with the Gears of War as I have in my hand, right? Same thing with Halo. That nostalgic feeling is what they're trying to reach. The problem is they can't reach as far back as Nintendo could reach. Not yet. So Nintendo's a little bit different. They're still pumping out classics because if Nintendo Mario games are some of the best games ever, And part of it, yes, is a mechanic, and yes, is the game itself. But trust me, part of it is the fact that it's a Mario game. Trust me on that. That nostalgic feeling is extremely strong, extremely strong. So, in conclusion to this video, we're just talking, we're just having a conversation. Like I said, we're just vlogging here, we're just talking. Yeah, man, this generation of console, for my demographics, my age group, yeah, I'm gonna speak for all of us. It's disappointing because last generation, PS3 killed it. Xbox 360 killed it, destroyed the game. It was incredible. This generation, mm, graphics look better, game performance is better. But as far as delivering a brand new experience and storytelling, character, mm, not really. So next generation, we'll see what happens. Maybe we get some new stuff. Maybe we get new characters, new stories. I don't know. I don't know. If The Last of Us would have came out this generation, that would have been a great game. PS, Grand Theft Auto 5, same thing. And as I keep talking, I can't really say much for Xbox. So Xbox, you definitely need to step your game up. Forza Horizon, that's nice and everything. That's cool. But come on, step up your game. All right, guys, that's it. Dark 1985. You already know. There's levels to this. Peace.